cross stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
We want to show that there are people of faith who are in favor of marriage equality, and that we do stand on the side of love, and that this is a major civil rights issue of our time.
Currently, same-sex couples only get state benefits and not federal benefits for marriage. And Justice Ginsburg compared it to sort of a whole milk versus skim milk situation where same-sex couples are getting sort of the skim milk marriage. It's not quite as good. It doesn't have quite all of the benefits.
I still am mad about the Voting Rights Act decision from yesterday, so I think in terms of civil rights in a very broad sense, we've still got a long way to go. The DOMA ruling is obviously great news, but this means now that a couple in Oklahoma who can't necessarily afford to go to a state where they're a little bit more fair-minded still is without their state rights. So now we need another case that, where the state's actually willing to defend their bigoted laws to get up here and maybe have some standing and they can knock that down. The court said in very clear language, gay and lesbian people are absolutely equal to their heterosexual peers in this country, no question about it. They are worthy of equal protection, and it's good. This ruling is going to be used by a lot of lawyers and a lot of advocates for equality going forward to make things better and better and better. I think this is the tipping point for the gay rights movement. I think this day will go down in history as the day when everything kind of switched for the better.
It's fun to be part of history. I mean, to be here and witness the event. I mean, to hear the crowd kind of erupt with cheer when the rulings came down. That was something I'll remember forever, that's for sure.
I'm ecstatic. My husband and I were married 7 years ago, and we literally had to leave the country in order to do it because there was no place, being that we lived in Wisconsin and not Massachusetts, there was no place that would recognize us legally. So to go from that place 7 years later to the steps of the Supreme Court and to hear for the first time that the federal government will recognize the reality of our hearts and the legality of our marriage and regard us not as strangers but as spouses, I can't overstate how much that means. We're all here as human beings. We're all here because of our own marriages or because of our LGBT friends and family. But we're also here for the people that couldn't be here, either because they don't live around here or they can't afford to get here or because they died before they could see this day.
For the